Has this ever happened to you? You remove a sticker, car album, or anything with double-sided tape like a license plate, and you are left over with this annoying and impossible fragments that will never peel off? Well, stick around and I'll show you how to get this off quickly and safely, not to damage the paint of your car. Hi, Ryan from CarsAddiction.com, and today we're going to tell you how to remove that sticky residue when you remove a badge or license plate. There's two types of residues. There's one that's left over by tape or glue, which is like a silicone base. That's actually easier to remove. You just apply a heat gun and a credit card and slowly remove that. Then there's a really hard one where it's paper based or foam, say that, where it takes more time to get removed properly. So let's see what we have behind the license plate, which is what we want to be removed. Okay, that came off pretty easy. I guess tape wasn't so hard. So let's see what we've got. We've got this, which is quite easy to get off. No special tools. But as you can see, we have this foam, which is going to be hard to remove. The tools we need to remove stuff like this, as we can see over here, which is paper-based double-sided tape, would be as follows. A hairdryer or heat gun if you have available, to soften up the stickiness of the double-sided tape here. Petrol, the one you give the car. We have some old petrol. Unfortunately, it doesn't age like wine, so it's not so good for the car, but it's good to get into this to make it softer, to remove much more easier. Plain water, just to spray on the surface so we can wipe up the loose dirt first. Any type of rag, just to go over and prepare the surface. And in fact, we're going to use one rag for the water and another separate one for the petrol. We'll get to that later. I'd like to finish as well with a polish after, when we get everything out, just to give back the protection back to the paint. And least but not last, any old credit card. We've seen tutorials in the past where people just start taking at this, although while you might get some tape off, you still get some leftover tape over there, and you might damage actually the paint. You won't damage as much if this was metal, thank God, but you do get some artificial scratches, which we might need to get a professional detailer to fix for you. So for now, the credit card will be used, but not at this stage. So the first step will be to spray some clean water onto the surface and just get any loose dirt out, which can be easily removed. If we get our credit card, you can see that to remove the current tape, it will take us forever, plus we'll be damaging the paint. So the trick at this stage would be use a hairdryer or a heat gun, the lowest setting possible. And basically what we'll be doing is getting it soft, to open up the pores, to accept the petrol, to make it more softer and actually easier to peel off with our fingernails or the credit card. Once it's warm to the touch, we can actually see a much better result. It's coming off easier just with our hands. Again, it's still too much for the credit card. It's still doable, but we just don't want to be extra, we want to be extra safe, not to damage the paint. So what I like to do is, I get the other rag, not the one I use for water. In fact, I'm going to wear some gloves, not to get petrol on my hands. Get our petrol. And start dabbing petrol onto the double-sided tape. Now, the petrol technique only works for this annoying double-sided tape that is paper-based. In fact, we have one over here that is rubber-based. This just comes off after using some heat gun and a credit card. What does this do is it chemical reacts to the paper and makes it really soft and gooey-like, which we'll see in a bit. And just literally dab this into the tape. At this stage, we're also creating a lubricative surface. So when we're using our credit card to remove all this, we won't be damaging the paint as much as if it was cold. So that should be enough. Just let that soak in a bit. So we've allowed the petrol to soak in a bit, and we can start getting paper off. As you can see, it comes much more off easier. As you can see, the majority of it came quite off, under 10 minutes. What is left is actually to clean the surface. We get back our water, give it a quick rinse. Don't mind the residue that's left. We'll use our clean cloth, just wipe it for one more time. Get anything off that we can. Okay. There we go. And what is left is to apply a layer of polish, just to have some protection, because obviously with the petrol we removed any layer of protection whatsoever that was on the car. Just buff it out, and just buff it out into a shine. And in just under 10 minutes we have a clear, spot-free surface, free from that nasty sticker that was impossible to remove. Hope you like the content. Please share your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to get notified for more content from CarsAddiction.com. Take care.